welcome to the Untitled Podcast. My name is Andie and I'm your host, your ghost host. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now. And our guest today, Disney, don't copyright claim me for that. Our guest today is Andie, Candy Corn Anti, official Twitch streamer, and double cheeked up.
You know we double cheeked up
on this Thursday afternoon. Sun's still out. Hell ass.
Hell ass.
Mm-hmm. Are you vibing? I'm
vibing.
We have our little coffee drinks.
Yeah. Had to run into
Put our
that
little
coffee.
costume on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a costume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Would you like to tell them what you're dressed as if they can't see your whole body?
Impossible.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm a skeleton.
Oh,
spooky.
Yeah. You're like whole and you're like in the costume. I'm like, I have green cargo pants and a black shirt.
Well, that's all she wears.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
I was wearing a turtleneck earlier, and I'm going to switch into that after we leave here. But I was like, why is the silhouette giving Kim Possible? Because, like, the shape of the pants.
Yeah.
Plus the way the shirt was sitting, I was like, it's giving Kim Possible. And then you dress as Kim Possible. And I think that, you know, that shows the Lord's divine hand in everything, you know?
Yeah, it really does. Because if you don't believe in the Lord's divine hand, then, like, what do you believe in?
What is there for you in this life?
Honestly.
Truly. Amen.
In the afterlife.
When we all turn into ghosts at the penis cemetery.
Yes. I think I will believe in God if when I die, I become a ghost and, like, I'm at the penis cemetery.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
That's what'll do it for me.
That's the proof.
That's the proof I need.
Because, like, everybody, like, a lot of people are, like, looking for signs to show them if there's, like, a creator and stuff. Yours is if you end up at the penis cemetery as a ghost. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, like I said, the finale of this podcast will be us
redacted
and haunting the penis cemetery.
God, that's so funny. Imagine making a suicide pact, like, just so you can...
We're, like, at the age of 55 years old if we have not died from an accident. You know, like, whatever age. Maybe 55 is too young. Is that too young or is that too old?
I was gonna say, it's, like, a good age. Like, my uncle died at, like, about 55.
Yeah.
But I do think it was kind of early.
I'm planning on being a famous film director, so maybe I'll do 85.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, you know, there might be some 85-year-olds who can get around.
Oh, yeah.
Or I could have a handler who just takes me to the penis cemetery.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway. It's just, like, there's nothing uploaded to this channel. You know, because I don't need to upload anything anymore.
Yeah. Because
I make movies, you know? And then all of a sudden it's like it's 2083, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just a video of us. But it's us at the penis cemetery. See, and then that's the intro.
Oh my god.
And then the rest of it is us as ghosts.
I love it.
Doing a podcast.
I can't believe that, like, we would be so skillful as ghosts to, like, be able to get the equipment to, like, have
I believe that we would be.
I mean, I believe it.
We slapped this shit together now. I think we could figure it out once we're as ghosts. Once we're ghosts.
Might have to work a little at it, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yep.
So stupid.
Anyway, let's start the episode. So, obviously, this is a Halloween episode.
That's why we're dressed up.
Yep. Anyway, I have several things written down.
Okay. So,
let's just start with... We can do it like the Christmas one, where we can just talk about what we have done for Halloween.
Okay,
like, what's our little, like, traditions and stuff. Would you like to go first on that?
So, I never, like, had, like, a set tradition for Halloween. I mean, other than, like, trick-or-treating, I have some very, like, very southern traditions. So, like, when I was growing up, like, my first Halloweens that I remember, the neighbor, like, right across from me, he would always hand out apples on Halloween. And, like, I know that everyone, like, most people are like, I can't believe you'd hand out, like, healthy food on Halloween. But I don't care. I love that old man. He was so sweet. Like, he just wanted to give us apples. Like, I don't know. I loved it. We would always stop by his first because he wanted to go to bed early.
Please. That's me. I'm like 4:30 p.m. I have the bucket out. And then I'm like, if you're here past 6 p.m., don't even knock. Don't even knock.
He would be there until like 7, but once the sun was down, he was inside.
Yeah.
He was done for the day.
Yep.
That shit was funny. But, and then now, I think the only thing that my family does is they go to Wind Creek State Park, where they bring their little RV down, and they have, like, a big, like, Halloween thing. I think it's kind of nice, actually.
Is it, like, a little festival thing?
It's
like,
not. I mean, kind of, yeah. But they have, so it's, like, you know where you can go and, like, just park your RV or somewhere, a little camper, and, like, camp out for a little bit?
Yeah.
So they have, like, events, like, they'll have, like, you know, like, 4th of July is a big thing. They'll have, like, I think they'll have, like, little concerts going on. Yeah. So for Halloween, they started doing that because, like, it's so easy to trick-or-treat, you know? So that's what everyone does, and you get so much candy. And they have, like, campsite decoration contests, and people will bring their, like, Halloween decorations down. It's not on Halloween, so you can do that and still, like, have your trick-or-treating. But I think it's super fun, and they have, like, costume contests. They have, like, a little spooky concert. Like, hi-ho, good time.
Yeah.
Down in Alabama. Come on down. Have some trick-or-treating.
At Wind Creek.
At Wind Creek. Go on the boat ride. Go on a boat ride afterwards.
Haunted boat ride at Wind Creek.
That's where, okay, so they do a haunted hayride. It's pretty fun. But it's, like, I think it's pretty scary. Like, the people aren't allowed to touch you, but, like, I think most of how they, like, scare you is they do, like, they jump out at you and they, like, rev a chainsaw. They don't have, like, the chains on it or whatever, but
yeah,
they rev up a chainsaw. Like, that's so, like, the sounds, that's what gets me.
Are you close enough to where I'm from that you have been to Pope's Haunted Farm?
I have not. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I have not.
So you're close enough to know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not have been to it.
Yeah. So they dragged my ass out there one year. I've only ever been once.
Super scary, right?
I didn't go in the haunted house.
I don't blame you.
I went on the hayride, the haunted hayride, and it was like a little like a little paintball thing.
What?
Like, they have like a little trailer, and then it's separate from the hayride. They have a little trailer, and it has like just benches around it with like a little paintball gun mounted to it, and you just fucking shoot them. They're like zombies, and you shoot them. Yeah.
What?
I did that. Yeah.
That sounds so fun. That sounds kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Because that kind of hurts, right? The paintball stuff. That sounds so.
Yeah. That's the thing that they did. Don't know if they still do it.
So
but
wild.
I refused to go into the house.
It's like supposed to be like really scary, right?
I don't love haunted houses, but if I see one, I'm like, ooh, that's like a little fun little thing. Let's go in there and do it. So like, at where is it? Somewhere in Tennessee. I don't know where it is. Anyway, we went there like 2 or 3 years ago. It was our last trip before COVID happened. It was like that. Like it was in 2019. And so we went there, and there was a haunted house up there, and I was like, let's go in there. I want to go in. I looked down the entire time. I never looked at a single person, which I regret, because apparently there was a guy, so, like, you know how they have the, like, walls that don't go all the way to the ceiling? Apparently there was a guy just crawling across those, had one hand on each side of the hallway and one foot on each side, crawling like a spider. I never saw him because I didn't look up. I looked at my feet the whole time, which I regret, because it was pretty funny, because like we were,
the fuck would that, like, I would bust out laughing. I think if I saw that. I don't know. I may be scared for like a second. Yeah. Then I think I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I wish I had seen them, but there was one room we went into that the door, like, there was 2 doors, and one of them was like a staff exit, and so we kept trying to go through that door, and the person was like, you can't come back here.
Oh my
God. Dressed in the costume. It was so funny. And like the rooms looked cool from what I saw of them, because I refused to look at the people.
Yeah.
So I wish we had gone back a second time so I could actually look it up, because it looked, I liked the way the house...
You had to, like, know the layout, and then you could look up.
Well, because I liked the way the house looked on the outside, and I liked the foyer and what I saw of the rooms, but I was like, I'm not going to engage with these people. I can't look at them. So I didn't look at them. But, so for us, for Halloween, we would always go trick-or-treating. I haven't done anything since I've been in college. Because I don't go to parties or anything.
Yeah.
So there's nothing for me to do. What is there for me to do? Last year, my mom came up here, and, like, I was wearing this exact same outfit, and me and Mortimer took pictures at Shoal Creek.
Love it.
In my little Halloween costume.
Love it. Send out a Halloween card, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
What?
you should send out a Halloween card.
If I could get her to dress up. She doesn't like to dress up, though.
Yeah, I don't think
Because I do make her dress up for the Christmas cards, and she hates it. Oh, she hates it. She wants to kill me every year.
I love it.
This is going to be our 3rd year.
And then she tries to murder you.
Yep. The first year... never mind. It doesn't matter. This is a Halloween episode. So, I would love to take pictures with her. Like, get her those little bat wings, you know?
Yes.
You can, like, strap them to them with little bat wings. She would kill me, though. She would absolutely try to kill me. But... So we would always go trick-or-treating, and I haven't done anything since I've been here. And I think my first ever Halloween, I was just, like, in a little pumpkin onesie or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the first costume I can remember was, like, this unicorn, like the unicorn part was the hood, and then it was, like a onesie thing. I was, like, 3 or something. It was hot as fuck that year, though. Because I was wearing every time I would have a full, like, long sleeve pants, like, thick Halloween costume, it would be hot. But if I dressed in, like, you know, short sleeves and thinner cloth, it would be cold as hell. So...
That's how it works in Alabama.
Yep.
In Georgia.
Yep. But, what did you use to trick-or-treat? Because we had those little pumpkin buckets.
Bro, whatever I could find.
You didn't have a special thing, like, it was just, like, a container.
I just think we, like, lost them from year to year, so, like, I had, like, little buckets or little pumpkin trees. I always wanted the pumpkin one.
Yeah.
I always wanted that one. But, like, sometimes it was literally a pillowcase or a Walmart bag.
We always had our little pumpkin buckets, and we still have them at home. They were just, like, you know, the black plastic handle, and then the hard pumpkin body, and ours were always the orange pumpkins. I have seen they have different colors. We always had the orange ones.
You gotta get the orange ones. I think
it's
the purple one is kind of cute, but...
But the orange one's classic, you know?
It's classic.
What were your favorite Halloween costumes? Because I loved to dress up. Every year I was like, this is my time. This is my time to shine. I loved it.
I never, like, plan out my costumes well. I do remember my first, like, the first one I remember was Dora. Iconic. I had
Dora.
It was, yeah. I do remember my worst one. And that is something that my mom was, like, up and down all about. And it was right after I was starting to develop tickle bitties. So, she, like, wanted me to be a stick man so bad.
Why?
I don't know.
What does that even entail?
So, it was, like, I wore a black, like, shirt and sweatpants. And you would hot glue glow sticks to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, it's a cute idea, right? Not when you have
titties.
Yeah. As a...
Like an 8-year-old.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I was too young to have them.
Yep.
Cursed. So I was rambunctious. Like, I had energy.
Yeah.
Like, I was just walking around in, like, a black shirt and sweatpants at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had, like, a really good Halloween costume. It's very sad. Oh well.
Bless it.
I'll do it one day when I, like, actually plan it out.
Yeah.
One of these years.
I, on the other hand, was way too into it. I was way too into it. I was like, if I'm dressing as a character, it has to be absolutely perfect. I cannot cut corners on this shit. Everyone who sees me is gonna know exactly who the fuck I am. And so I think my favorite Halloween costume, and also our most popular, was I dressed as Napoleon from Napoleon Dynamite. My brother dressed as Rex you know, from the Rex Kwon Do, like, dojo thing. Our friend Gracie dressed as, what's the girl's name? Deb or something like that?
I don't know. I haven't seen parts of Napoleon Dynamite. I have not.
Bitch.
I know.
That movie's so good, you have to watch it. You have to.
Okay.
But she dressed as the girl, and then her brother Noah dressed as Kip, and he had, like, the LaFonda sign and all that, and we looked really good, and everyone, like, in the neighborhood where we went trick-or-treating, like, was obsessed with it.
Love
like,
it.
they would all try to talk to us.
Ooh. Actually, now that I remember it, in high school, we did have a Halloween party. And me and my friends, we did, like, the Breakfast Club. It was pretty good. I was, of course, Ali Sheedy, her character. I don't remember what she's called.
I don't remember.
The little weird one, though.
Yeah.
That was in all black.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, though.
Uh-huh.
I think we won the group costume contest. It was pretty good. It was fun.
But we all dressed as those Napoleon Dynamite characters, and everybody was obsessed with it. We made his, like, moon shoes, like, whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so, like, I had a pair of, like, brown, like, winter boots, and so we, like, balled up duct tape and then wrapped tape around the outside so that they looked like the shoes that he has.
Oh my goodness.
And so somebody, I can't remember, I walked up to, like, somebody's door to, like, get candy, and they said something to me, and I can't remember what it was, but I went, and I just fucking ran off like he runs in the movie.
Oh my God.
And they were, like, cracking up.
Oh no.
That was a very popular Halloween costume.
Love it.
Like, group costume, and
That's so funny.
yeah, one of my favorites. And another one of my favorites was, I think it might have been the last year, like, that last Halloween I did before I came to college, but I dressed up as Freddy Krueger, and my brother dressed as Jason Voorhees, one of his friends dressed as Chucky, and then Noah, our friend, dressed as Michael Myers. And so we went to Auburn. For some reason, they had, like, a little walk-around thing there. People, like, it wasn't trick-or-treating, but because, like, adults were there, and they just, like, walked around in their costumes and stuff. I don't know. I don't remember what exactly it was, but we went there and did that. And everybody was obsessed with the Michael Myers costume. And nobody even cared about the Chucky one. Like,
why?
I don't know. Like, we gave him...
That's,
like, he had on the sweater,
weird.
and he had on overalls, and we painted, like, you know, the word, like, on it, and then, like, we sprayed his hair red
funny.
and then, like, drew on his face, and, like, nobody even really cared about
Michael Myers is like easy costume, right?
Yeah.
Too? Like, why? That's so
I don't
weird.
know, like, it was, I don't know, but everybody loved him, so I was like, I guess the Halloween movies are very popular with these here people at Auburn University.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about Auburn University.
Please.
I don't know what they say.
Yeah, but, you know. But I saw somebody else dressed as Freddy Krueger, and, like, we were walking on opposite ends of the street, so we just pointed at each other with our little gloves on.
Love it.
As we were walking. It was like a grown man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I was just, like, a 16-year-old, you know.
Yeah.
I did pass his mail that night, though.
Hell
Everybody
yeah.
thought it was a boy, and I said,
Hell yeah.
so true, bestie. I
So
said, amen. Did I tell you about the time where I accidentally passed his mail this summer? It was, like, one day, everybody was calling me he, him, and, like, my mom's son and all this stuff.
Oh, no.
I was like, what about this little mullet and this, like, oversized,
Is that
like,
why you keep the
fishing
mullet?
shirt makes me look like a young man.
Love it.
Because, like, this is a tangent, but I went to the eye doctor to get my glasses or whatever, and they were like, oh, he, blah, 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 Johnny, like, they were calling me my brother's name.
Oh, LOL.
They thought I was him, like, because I guess they had never seen him before, and I was like, LOL. And then I went to work with my mom that day, and so a lady came in, she was like, oh, is this your son? And my mom's like, yeah. Yeah.
Aww.
Like, whatever.
I like your mom.
I was like, period, bitch. I was really obsessed with that.
Yeah.
And I didn't even do it on purpose. I was just wearing my little gay outfit, like I always wear, you know. And they thought it was a boy, a young boy, a 12-year-old, however, a boy nonetheless. Yeah. But anyway, so those were my probably two favorite Halloween costumes. So the Napoleon Dynamite and then, like, the horror characters. We tried to get one of my friends to dress as Carrie, but she was, like, girly in the way that she didn't want to dress as, like, a horror character for Halloween. You know what I mean? And she went to the rich school, too. Like, she went to Brookstone. There's no offense. If she's watching this, hopefully she's not. No offense. But also, she was, like, you know, she's one of those girls that went to the rich private school and didn't want to dress as a scary character for Halloween.
Dude, rich private schools are something...
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic that we can definitely talk about, because I have stories.
Okay. Maybe we can do that on the newscast or something.
Hell yeah. Talk shit about people who go to private school.
Well, not even just private school, the rich private schools.
Yeah.
Because they're the worst.
It really is. It's wild.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
Yeah.
Those were my favorite Halloween costumes. I think I dressed as, like, Barney one year. Yeah, okay, so I was a baby. I was, like, 1 year old or 2 or something. I remember the story now. My mom wanted me to do what's the girl one called?
Oh, the green Baby Bop?
Yeah.
Baby Bop.
She wanted me to dress as her, and apparently I was very adamant and said, no. I'm going to be Barney. Stomping my feet, and I was, like, telling her I wanted to be Barney. She was like, oh, okay, okay. And then I turned out trans. So that's so crazy, you know.
That's how it goes.
You dress as Barney when you're 1, and then you turn out trans. The Barney to trans pipeline. We need to talk about that more.
No one talks about it anymore.
But we need to discuss that.
We do.
The Barney to trans pipeline.
Have you ever been to Frightfest?
I have not.
So apparently, when I was like really, really little, I went. And I think my mom said I wet my pants because I was like 3.
Yeah.
And they had like people in the park like literally scaring you.
Bless it.
So I don't know why she took me there and humiliated me.
Poor
but
thing.
I got my revenge. I got my revenge yesterday, last Friday. We went. I hate roller coasters. First of all.
Yep. I don't like roller coasters either.
I hate them. I went on 2 roller coasters. Cried. In line, like tears in my eyes, the whole line. Got on the roller coaster, got off, was like, okay, I'm alive. Had to get on another one, teared up worse than that line.
Oh my goodness.
He made me, my boyfriend, so I went with my boyfriend, right? And he made me ride on ones with like loops and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
I like...
It just wasn't fun.
Yeah. I like rides that go fast and have, like, sharp turns and stuff, but I can't do the drops. Like, I hate the way that feels.
See, that's what he said, too.
I hate it.
He said that's why you like the loops better. And I will say it is, like, a less intense feeling, but I kind of like that. The
drop?
I kind of do.
I hate it. Like,
I just don't like the hype part.
Yeah. Like, when we're at Disney World, I don't do, like... whatever the Yeti one is, you know what I'm talking about.
I think I actually did that one.
I've done it. I've ridden all the rides there, except
really?
except for the new ones, because we haven't been there since 2017. But I've ridden until 2017. I had ridden all the rides in the park, but only once on some of them, you know, because like I don't like that one. I don't like doing Splash Mountain. And tell me why that's like all of my family's favorite ride, Splash Mountain.
What? I've never even been on Splash Mountain. I don't want to go on there and get like wet. I don't want to be wet.
I don't think I've ever gotten wet on it. I think it depends on what part of the log you're sitting on. Yeah. That's what she said. But
I mean, that makes sense.
You know, I don't know. But yeah, I just don't like the feeling of the drops. Yeah. I hate that.
I don't blame you. It's really intense. It is. I can see how people wouldn't like it. But they had like these like houses or whatever, right? And I wanted to talk about this because they were so funny. That's how when you were talking about you like went in there with your head down or whatever, that's how I like thought I was gonna be. But I went in there, there's this long ass line for the haunted house, and they had like people performing like exorcisms or something. I don't even know. It was no one even like yelled at you, like tried to scare you for
it's
real.
just like it's like kind of camp.
Yeah,
you know.
Honestly, it was kind of fun though. But like whenever, like I don't know, to try and like make myself not scared. Yeah. I would like talk to the people. I'd be like, hello.
Hello.
I don't know why that was my strategy, but I would just be like, hello. excuse me,
Yeah.
like, the whole time.
I
I'm
just,
like, who the fuck
yeah,
is this?
I just don't look at them, you know?
That's fair. That's fair. I thought it was funny, though, because as soon as I came out of that one, I went to the bathroom, and I saw one of the girls, like, coming out of the bathroom.
LOL.
It was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to Clown Hell.
Uh-huh. Which is also known as the University of Montevallo.
Honestly. Mm-hmm. So, that one was pretty funny. I do remember, like, the people weren't very scary.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be, I don't know why, but, like, clowns don't get me, but, like, clowns with, like, blood all over them, like a hatchet in their hands, that kind of gets me.
I fucking hate clowns. I'm terrified of them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want them to look at me.
Like, in general, like, even the happy ones.
Nope.
Really?
Nope, I do not like that. I've always been afraid of clowns.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Like a non-metaphysical fear, clowns. Biggest fear, clowns. Clowns and heights. Can't do either one.
Yeah.
Don't want to engage with either.
I hate heights. I hate heights. I don't like that. But I think that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when they like look mean. Like, I don't know why. I feel like it's the dichotomy.
I feel like when they look mean, it's less scary.
Because they're not two-faced.
Well, they're good. Yeah, they're not lying little whores.
Yeah.
Who are gonna secretly try to kill me. Like, if they look scary and they're trying to scare me, it's less scary than if they're just behaving like normal and they look like normal.
Funny.
Is that strange? Comment down below if you think that that's strange.
No, I know a lot of people who, like, really don't like clowns.
Yep.
It's so funny.
They're awful. They're awful.
So does, like, Pennywise get you more than, like, a scary one?
Like the Tim Curry Pennywise?
I don't know. I've only seen the newest one.
Because he looks fucked up no matter what.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård, he looks fucked up. Even if he's not supposed to be in his, like, scary face or whatever. No, like, yeah, the Tim Curry one is scarier than the Bill Skarsgård one.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not supposed to look scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just walking around and I'm
like,
peeling my skin off and I'm like, oh, this is awful.
If you really don't like clowns, then I can understand that.
Because, like, I feel like it's much more fucked up if you, like, saw a normal clown who's, like, killing and eating a child rather than one that looks fucked up. Because you would expect it from one that looks fucked up.
Yeah.
You know? But you don't expect it from one that looks normal.
Like, keep them on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
So the last haunted house I went to, it was like Haunted Holiday or something.
Yeah.
It was a Christmas themed haunted house.
That's everything.
It was so iconic. It was kind of the scariest one because we were the only two people in there, and they were like trying to get me. They were like on it, and I like rounded the first corner. Dude popped out and grabbed his hand. Like, they were actually, like, trying to scare me. The other ones were just, like, standing there.
Yeah.
He, like, popped out, tried to grab me, and I was like, son of a bitch.
LOL.
Like, the whole time I was walking through there, I was, like, poking my head around the corners because I was, like, trying to, like, not get scared. I would, like, poke my head.
Yeah? That's so funny.
That one got me. It was, like, I don't know, they just had this, like, this, it was kind of weird. But it's kind of iconic because it was so weird. They just had, like, a whole bunch of Santas. Yeah. Like zombie Santas or whatever. And they had a few elves, but all the elves were really short. So that's what I would be working as, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
They were all, like, really short. So I guess that's why they didn't have as many elves.
Yeah.
Because they wanted, like, the little short babies. And, yeah, they just had a bunch of Santas. It was weird. It was iconic, though.
At the Renaissance Festival, they have a haunted pirate ship.
Oh my gosh.
And so I've been in there, and I went in there with two of my friends, and one of them screamed, and I was like, I didn't even see anybody. Like, they were hiding in the shadows, and I didn't even look at them. And everybody was like, Annie, you didn't act scared. I was like, I didn't see any people. I didn't see anyone. Because I was just looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
And at the floor. But, like... And there's also a group in front of us, so they would scare the people in front of us, and so I would know where they were, and I wasn't scared. Yeah. So I was like, this isn't scary.
Yeah, that's how the first one I was on kind of went, because I was deliberately trying to, there's, like, a huge group of middle schoolers, and I was like, they're either gonna I was scared that they would think that I was one of them and try and scare me. But I just, like, stuck with them, and, like, they would, like, scream and freak out. And, like, the more they, like, freaked out about this, like, little guy, like, standing there, the more, like, the funnier I thought it was.
Do you corn mazes, yes or no?
I have been on some corn mazes. Like, I go to the pumpkin patch.
I love mazes. I love them.
I never, like, got through one. I always, like, walked out. Just walked straight through.
I'm obsessed with them. And it can be like a corn maze at a pumpkin patch, or it can be just, like, a regular maze at, like, you know, with, like, hedgerows and shit. Love it. Love it. I love a maze. At my future house, I would like to have a maze.
Like a maze garden?
Yeah.
That'd be so iconic. Please.
And we have, like, topiaries out the front.
You just have the labyrinth in your backyard.
Yep.
Love it. That's so iconic.
I love a maze. I haven't been to one in a very long time, but I love them. I don't know why. I just am obsessed with it. And, like, Children of the Corn.
I haven't seen it.
I'd love to get in there.
I need a whole bunch of movies to watch for Halloween.
I've only seen the remake of Children of the Corn. I haven't seen the original one.
Oh.
I need to see the original one.
I think they have it on Hulu, right?
I don't know. Or, like, Amazon Prime Video, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I was gonna look at some this or that templates, if you would you be interested in that? Like how we did for the Christmas one?
Okay.
I couldn't find any on Instagram, so I had to, like, Google some, but I didn't pick any, so we can just look through them.
Love it.
Alright. So, this one, okay. Owls or bats? 1, 2, 3. Owls. Yeah. Well, in general...
Oh, we're supposed to say it at the same time.
LOL. In general, I like owls more, but for, like, bats are more evocative of Halloween. I don't associate owls with Halloween, but I do associate bats with it.
I said owls. Like, I kind of, whenever I think of owls, I think of those, like, chuggy, like, owl necklaces and stuff. I'm not gonna lie. But I will say, one time I was staying at Wind Creek.
Yep.
For, like, the little Halloween thing. And I was in, like, middle school, and it was, like, me and a bunch of girls were, like, trying to walk to the bathroom one night. And middle of the night, and there was this loud-ass owl, like, scaring the shit out of us. I don't know why. It was so funny. Yeah. So, it's pretty scary.
LOL. Witches or wizards? 1, 2, 3. Witches. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. Vampires or zombies? 1, 2, 3. Vampires. No shit.
Yeah.
Like, how's that even, like, a competition?
Yeah.
You know? Caramel or chocolate? 1, 2, 3. Caramel. Yeah. So true.
Just for, like, Halloween stuff. Like,
in general, I don't really like chocolate that much.
See, I love chocolate.
Yeah.
But I think as I get older, I'm like, I need a little something different. I can't have just chocolate.
Yeah. The older I get, the more I'm able to eat chocolate. I can, like, nibble on a piece of dark chocolate, and sometimes I can drink a chocolate milkshake or have chocolate ice cream. But, like, I can't just, like, eat a fucking Hershey bar. You know what I mean? I can't do that. I can't do it.
I will eat so many Hershey
bars.
Given the chance.
Werewolf or monster? 1, 2, 3. Werewolf. What the? Like, monster is so vague.
Yeah.
What is a monster?
If it was werewolf or the monster from, like, The Shape of Water, like the Shape of Water monster.
Would you
redacted?
Fishman.
Absolutely.
Redacted.
The Fishman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Redacted.
The Fishman.
Okay. If you couldn't turn into a Little Mermaid at the end, like she did,
redacted.
The Fishman.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Would you feed him eggs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's a fish man. I can't, you know, I can't deny him that.
I can't say that I would
redacted
him. I would break him out of the facility.
Yeah.
I'd have to get to know him first to fuck him.
Yeah.
You know.
Can't just, like, break some rando fish man.
Yeah.
It has to be a special one.
Yeah. I have to get to know him and see if we vibe.
That's so funny.
You know. Anyway, dressing up or no costume? Dressing up. Obviously.
Up. Yeah. Who wants to go no costume?
Yeah.
Who wants to go to Walmart and buy a t-shirt that says this is my costume and wear it for the rest of your adult life? No. Get a costume.
Graveyard or haunted house? 1, 2, 3. Graveyard. Duh. Duh.
Actually, Okay, if we're talking, like, real haunted house,
Uh-huh.
like, actual, like,
Yeah.
haunted house, that
Like-
could be fun.
Okay. I just like cemeteries and graveyards in
Mhm.
general. Whenever I'm in, like, a new city, I like to go to the, like, little cemeteries and stuff.
Interesting.
Especially, like, the historic ones that have, like, really
Mhm.
old graves and stuff. But I don't fuck with, like, ghosts.
Mm-hmm. See, I
Because I don't believe that human spirits can, like, linger on the earth
So you
after you're
think they're
dead.
all
I think they're
bad?
fucking, like, demons. Yes. So I don't want to engage with them.
That's fair.
And I don't want to go
fair.
into a haunted house. That sounds very awful. Even if it's like, oh, this house is haunted, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't want to tempt it. I still don't want to go in there.
No. Yeah, you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
tempt the devil.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know
An
what to say.
an abandoned house. Yeah, I'll go in an abandoned house.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Yeah,
abandoned house.
yes, I trespass in abandoned houses. Yeah,
So
yeah, I do.
what?
Arrest me. Come on, come in here and arrest me in the Strong Hall Edit Bay. Come on. Come on.
So funny.
What are you gonna do? But, like, no, like, my family, not me putting them on blast, are notorious abandoned house trespassers.
Why?
So-
Do they just like go out
It's
on a
like
weekend?
it's just a fun little thing on a Saturday afternoon.
God, I wish
like
my
a Sunday
family was
afternoon.
like that.
Yeah, we're very awful about trespassing on abandoned
God, I wish my family
properties.
was like that.
And it's like, when I'm with my mom's parents, we're, like, driving around, and they're like, oh, let's stop here and get out. And it's just, like, a house with no windows, and we just, like, go in there. Yeah. Anyway, so,
I love it.
last one alive or the first to die?
First to die.
Last one alive. I'm trying to be the final girl.
No.
I'm trying to be the final girl. Are you kidding?
I'm not that special.
Yeah.
I want to end it all before it gets bad. Like
Mhm.
jigsaw puzzles or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
want to go through like 10 jigsaw puzzles. I want to go through the first one and just end it there.
Uh-huh.
Let me die.
And just not even try.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, all right.
Alright, this is how I die.
Uh-huh. I love the tweets that are like, me if Jigsaw was like, oh, there's blah, 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 blah. And they're like, okay, I'm not even going to participate. Just kill me. Just shoot me with the laser already.
Honestly, like just make it quick.
Yeah, that's so funny. Creepy doll or evil clown. Now, see, here's the thing. My next fear is dolls.
Really?
I can't do it. So, like, Barbies, I was, like, a Barbie kid,
Yeah.
you know, and, like, a little bit of a Bratz doll.
I love
you know.
I love a good brat doll.
Love a Bratz doll. We're both flicking our limp wrists right now. You can't see it, but trust that we are. But, like, porcelain dolls, bitch, no. Have I told you about the time I touched that haunted doll at Goodwill?
No.
Let me tell you that real quick.
Oh shit.
So, we were at...
See, I don't trust. See, I think just before we get into this, I think
Mhm.
that like maybe ghosts can linger,
Yeah?
but I don't think that a ghost can like possess a doll. Like
Okay,
that's gotta
you think
be
that
a
have to be a
demon.
demon?
It has to be
Okay.
evil.
Okay.
If it's like in an object,
Yeah.
it has to be evil.
Okay. So do you think that a human spirit, like, it can occupy a house or, like, a landmark, but it can't be in an object?
Yeah.
Do you think that they're tethered to a house? Because in a lot of media, it's like, where you die is where you stay. Do you think that ghosts are like that?
I mean, yeah, right? Because,
What if you, like, hospitals would be very haunted.
I mean, that's what I hear from, like, a lot of nurses. Or whatever.
Mhm.
I've heard that,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
I feel like, I always like I like hospitals. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like, ooh, let me go to the hospital this weekend. I love, I love hospitals in the way that I love hotels.
Yeah.
I
feel
like to
that.
be in there and walking through the hall,
I feel that.
you know?
I feel that.
Yeah. I love hospitals and hotels.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm. I also love insane asylums. I love them
I've
so
never
much.
been.
I love
Let's
them.
go.
I want to go to the one in Milledgeville, the Central State Hospital. Have you heard of that?
No.
In Georgia.
Uh-huh.
So it's like,
Is it like active? Is it just like
No.
abandoned? Okay. I was like, I
So-
don't want to like go there and just like spectate.
yeah, well, I know they have an office
Mm-hmm.
and, like, people work there, but I don't think anyone's, like, inpatient there anymore. And they have, like, a little cemetery.
That's so weird.
I haven't been able to go there. It's in, I think it was called the Milledgeville Asylum, but now it's called the Central State Hospital.
You just like tour it? Do they have like tours or something?
I think they might, but
Okay.
I want to break in. Like, don't arrest me. Ooh, when I actually go there, but I want to break in. You
Mhm.
know, and so, yeah, love it. I love to read about them. You know,
Could you imagine breaking in, like thinking it's abandoned, and then like you see a bunch of patients or whatever?
but they're actually ghosts. You know?
Oh, fuck.
See? You see them and you think they're real people, but they're ghosts.
See, I think people...
What would be worse? Going in there thinking that they're patients but they're actually ghosts, or going in there and they're, like, just squatters and then they try to kill you? See, which one's worse?
The squatters.
Okay.
I mean...
No offense to homeless people, but... Yeah.
I mean, I don't want anyone to kill me.
Yeah. See, but anyway...
Not to be controversial.
Not to be... Hey, look.
I'm just a little guy.
Hey. No offense, but I would like to not be killed. What was I even talking about? I was supposed to talk about something, and then you said something, and I said something else.
Oh, the dolls.
Oh, fuck. So when I touched that haunted doll at Goodwill, so we were in there looking around, and I've never, like, really had paranormal experiences or whatever, because, like, people talk about, oh, I heard footsteps in my childhood home, and oh, the kettle would turn on, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I never experienced anything like that, but we were walking, and I said, ooh, look at this doll. It was, like, in this, like, Victorian dress with, like, white lace, and the dress was, like, brown satin, and it had, like, strawberry blonde hair, and it was, like, it was pretty big. It was probably, like, 2 feet tall.
They'd be big.
I touched its hand, like, I was gonna, like, hold its little hand, and it felt like touching an electric fence. Have you ever touched an electric fence?
I've been zapped before by a little plug that I shouldn't have been touching.
Well, I feel like when you touch an electric fence, it's a specific, like, sensation. Like, I've accidentally touched a mini electric fence, like, on my shin. Like, my shin accidentally touches it, and it's like your whole body just buzzes on the inside.
Oh, God.
Touched the doll's hand, it felt like that. Because, like, you know when you have static and you, like, touch somebody, it's just a tiny zap? With electric fences, it's like your whole body is going, you know? That's how it felt touching that doll. And I said, oh, fuck. I said to my mom, that doll is haunted. We need to leave. And so I went and washed my hands, and then we walked out.
Like how you washed your hands?
Yeah, we didn't buy anything. I was like, this doll is haunted. We need to get out.
That's so scary.
Yep. Yeah, so that was, I touched a haunted doll at Goodwill. That's my fun little Halloween story.
Love it. Have you seen that guy on TikTok who, like, collects the dolls? He, like, collects haunted dolls.
Is he the one that, like, his hair's, like, long and scraggly brown?
Yeah.
He's, like, skinny and looks anemic?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna redact this part. I saw his dick on Twitter because he has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I do remember that. He was talking about it going.
That's terrifying. The fact that he collects dolls and has a TikTok, but also posts his
OnlyFans.
And, like, he posts his dick on Twitter and OnlyFans. That's terrifying to me. I'm very afraid of that man. Yeah.
Interesting
Third
guy,
fear.
right?
That guy. No, literally, I was like, what the fuck is this?
It was just like retweeted by someone, just showed up.
It was on his Twitter. Like, I clicked to look at his Twitter, and it's just like half his timeline is just penis.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Well.
Anyway, so that's what that was. We can finish the this or that thing, and then I have another question to ask. But, so, where are we at?
Dolls.
Okay, creepy or cute? 1, 2, 3, creepy. Obviously. The fuck?
Yeah.
Scary or spooky? Spooky, I think.
Spooky.
Right.
Right.
Because it's more of like an
like
ambiance and a vibe rather than... Like, I feel like scary is like a jump scare and something that looks like it can hurt you. Like a clown.
Yeah. Like a clown.
Alien or ghost? 1, 2, 3. Ghost. How the fuck is an alien Halloween? You know what I mean?
Yeah. In general, aliens, but...
Yeah.
But on
I don't know, I feel like
Halloween-
ghosts in general.
Yeah.
I just, like, I don't really care about aliens. Like, I don't care.
I love aliens.
I'd care if they came to Earth and we met them. But as a concept, I don't give a shit.
I literally, like, I was thinking about being, like a VTuber or whatever, and I was gonna, like, make a little character. I was gonna make her an alien.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with aliens.
I'm obsessed with the idea of, like a Star Trek-like universe where there's all these other planets and all these other cultures and stuff.
Yes.
But when people are like, do you believe in aliens? I'm like, I truly don't care.
You just don't care.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
If they're real, if they're not, I don't care at all. I'm just, like, I don't care. I'm apathetic towards them.
Love it.
In a real-life context.
All my little Sims, you know, you can make them aliens. All of them are aliens.
Hello.
Every single one of them.
That's funny.
Every single one.
Skeleton or mummy? 1, 2, 3.
Mummy.
Skeleton? Well, like, for the iconography for Halloween, skeleton. But in real life...
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like still skeletons, because I collect animal bones and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? So I feel like skeleton.
I just like the, like, mummy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess
like the process of becoming a mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, there's, like, a whole story behind
Mm-hmm.
it. I mean, there's...
Well,
gonna
and
be,
it's
like,
culturally significant. Everybody has a skeleton.
Yeah, everyone has a skeleton.
But becoming a mummy is a culturally significant funerary practice.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Me, as, like, a fucking 6-year-old, being obsessed with ancient Egypt, going to my dad's parents' house and always looking at their National Geographic magazine that had the mummy pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just sit there and look at them every time I went over to their house.
And I'm probably like, what is this little girl gonna grow up and be into?
Yep.
Bro?
I turned out to be autistic. That's what happened. But, like, every time I'd go over there, because they would have, like, stacks of their Nat Geo magazines, and I loved them, specifically the mummy one. The last one, potion or spell? 1, 2, 3, potion. Yeah. Just because, like, you know.
Yeah, and you can take a potion. It's iconic.
And, like, the little bottle.
Yeah,
you know?
it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
I just love having a cauldron, and you're just, like, stirring up your little witch's brew, and then you put it in a bottle.
Bubble.
Toil and trouble.
Yeah. Love it.
And all that shit. Amen. One question that I have written down is, if you had to be a creature, you know, would you rather be, like, a horror creature? Would you rather be a ghost, a zombie, a vampire, or a werewolf? And also maybe even, you know, the creature from the Black Lagoon or whatever, like the swamp monster.
See, that was my...
Which one would you be?
That was kind of, like, my secret topic. I was like, what kind of, like, Halloween monster?
Okay.
What kind of Halloween monster would you want to be?
I would like to be a werewolf. I think, because you're not locked into that year-round.
That's true.
It's only once a month.
Only once
you
a
know.
month. I mean...
And you could, like, have a fun little form. Whether you're, like a man, like, you know, you're still wearing your lumbersexual plaid and your suspenders, but, like, your pants are half off, and you have really big teeth and, like, hair. Or, like, an actual wolf, like, you turn into a real wolf. You know what I mean? I think that a werewolf would be very camp to be one. But the campiest of all, I guess, would be a vampire.
Yeah, that's true. Vampires are just, like...
According to Anne Rice, all vampires are bisexual.
They are. Like, they're...
And that's a fact.
I mean, like, at least, like, gay, if not, like, sexual.
Yeah. Bi the straightest.
Yeah, literally. I feel like, as, like, default settings, they're gay.
Yeah.
And then, like, they can go a little
They just
bi.
be bi. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I would like to be a werewolf.
Have you seen Castlevania, the anime?
I haven't.
Good.
I think I have it on my list on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix.
Vampires.
What would you be?
I don't know. I think it would be fun to be, like, a little swamp monster.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think I'm thinking of, like, that one Scooby-Doo movie where they go to, like, Louisiana.
Yeah.
There's a little swamp monster. I think that would be fun. Like, scare the living shit out of... And just, like, vibe with some crocodiles. Yep. Maybe there's, like, a little swamp fairy, I don't know, that I'm best friends with.
Yeah.
We're best friends. I just think that would be fun.
It would. And then you could fuck the fish man, like in the shape of water.
Have my
you
very
could be lovers.
Fish man. We could. We could if I was a swamp monster.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're in her DMs.
I'm
the fish man. I'm in her swamp, and I'm the fish man that she is having sex with.
I'm in her swamp. That shit is funny.
But, like, I don't know. I would like to be... I wouldn't like to be a zombie.
Yeah, that's just kind of... Plus, you're not, like, really aware of what's going on.
Straight people would be zombies. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, zombies have the vibe of being straight people.
Literally.
You know?
Have you seen The Walking Dead? Like, literally.
They're all heterosexual.
Heterosexuals.
Facts. Okay, so werewolves would be bi, though. So if vampires are gay and zombies are straight, werewolves are bi because they have two different forms.
I mean,
See? Connecting the dots. That's a fact.
Do you think they're furries?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I think that there are probably werewolves who are furries. Like, that's how they became a werewolf. They tried to get bitten on purpose.
Those ones.
Yeah. But I feel like, so, like, being a werewolf in pop culture is an affliction.
Right,
and being a furry is, like, your kink or whatever.
Right,
you know?
Right.
So, not all werewolves are furries. But many furries would like to be a werewolf.
Right. Yeah.
See? Connecting the
Big brain.
dots. Yep. So if zombies are straight, vampires are gay, and werewolves are bi, what are swamp creatures?
I feel like is it too out on a limb to say demisexual?
No.
I feel like you gotta get to know the little swamp creature.
Yep.
You know?
Because you have to look past their
I feel like swamp
appearance sometimes.
I feel like they're pretty shy.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's why they're in the swamp.
Yep.
And, like, they're scaring you because you scared them.
Yep.
They're a little shy. A little shy.
Now, does Frankenstein's creation, it does have a place in horror and Halloween culture, should it? I think he deserves more than that. I think that, so, okay, this is, I have opinions about this. In the book, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, modern Prometheus,
Love
you know.
that bitch.
Yep. Obsessed with her. Anyway, so he was supposed to be, like, he wasn't grotesque and gruesome.
Yeah, he was just supposed to be a guy, right?
Yes, he was supposed to be beautiful.
Oh.
And he was grotesque because they,
like, tried to get
well, no, so, like, Victor Frankenstein took pieces of other bodies and tried to make them into, like, the most gorgeous man possible, that fucking twink. That twink of a man, Victor Frankenstein, tried to make the ideal man.
Right.
Okay? And so he ended up being grotesque and gruesome to look at because his existence is an abomination. He shouldn't exist. And so being confronted with that, you know, the image of a man who shouldn't exist that you've brought to life from the dead is what makes him horrifying.
Oh.
So I think he deserves more than to be green and very tall and scared of camera flashes. You know.
I like that you're advocating for him.
Frankenstein writes.
And
I think he deserves a name.
Yeah.
Not just to be called Frankenstein. Because his
like
father
John.
was a terrible person.
John
Yeah, like John. Yeah. You know.
I think his name should be like
Charles or something.
Yeah, like something classy.
Yeah.
Something classy.
I would love to make a Frankenstein film
like
has he's like a tall goth prince, you know what I mean?
Do it.
But he's kind of nasty.
And you know all
you know
these
what I mean?
these little girls would be
Yep.
falling for
all
him.
these little TikTok girls would be simping
would.
over him.
Oh,
yes.
You know they would.
But I would love to make that, you know.
Please.
Just like a Frankenstein film.
Please.
In which he's like handsome, you know what I mean?
I'm so about that.
LOL.
We will make this happen. And
I've said it out loud, so if anyone fucking makes this movie, I will point them back.
If anyone listens to this far into this podcast.
If anyone makes this a film before I can, I will sue. And I will say on October 28th, 2021, I said I wanted to make this a film, okay? And they heard me. And they did it first. Motherfucker. You know?
Can't believe that.
Yep. So anyway, this is me staking my claim on that, and if anybody else does it, I'll be very angry.
We gotta get to work. We gotta start working on it.
Yep.
I'm down.
I need to, like, write the scripts, copyright it.
Do it.
See?
Do
and
it.
Then, see? Watch me write a feature-length Frankenstein script instead of working on what my capstone should be for the spring.
Honestly.
I come into the first class meeting and they're like, so what have you got to work on this semester? Well, you see, the thing is,
Frankenstein.
I'm like, so the thing is that I wrote an entire feature-length script about Frankenstein, but he's handsome. Didn't write anything for this class. Oops.
What can he do?
Uh-oh. But, let me see if I have anything else on here. What's your favorite Halloween candy? That can be our last thing we talk about.
Anything chocolate.
Okay.
Anything.
Was there anything in your little bag that you saw and were like, oh, fuck? Like, as a kid, you were like, oh, they put this shit in there? Hell yeah.
I think M&M's, honestly. I just love I love being able to eat a bunch of something.
LOL.
So, like the M&Ms.
Uh-huh.
I was like, fuck yeah, M&Ms.
Yeah.
Mini M&Ms are objectively the best candy to me.
Okay.
I don't know why, but when they're smaller, I just really like them.
Maybe it's the chocolate to the outside coating ratio. You know?
Maybe. They're so good.
My favorites, I like the Twizzlers in the very small package that you have to pull apart.
Yes, I don't like the big Twizzlers, but the little Twizzlers, I don't know why, they're so much better. They're really good.
Yeah, and I always like, hard candy has always been my favorite, so every time I get like a Jawbreaker or anything, I was like, oh fuck. And tell me why I was not allowed to eat Jawbreakers as a child. My dad would have to smash them with a hammer.
What?
Because apparently...
Wonka backstory.
Yep. Apparently, like, my mom had choked on one as a child since she wouldn't let us eat them while we were kids because she was afraid we would choke on them. Yeah. Really Wonka shit.
Yeah, that's some
really Wonka shit.
Willy Wonka backstory shit.
Tim Burton joined up with Wonka.
Yes, where
Christopher
he's
Lee.
In the fire.
Yep. He's like, oh fuck, and like cranks his jaw open with his like headgear and just shoves one in his mouth. That was me as a child trying to eat my fucking, putting it in my mouth hole and hoping that they wouldn't see me, just like, But I was like, that used to make me so angry, having to have my Jawbreaker smashed and having to eat the shards. That made me so angry as a child.
That's so silly.
I was like, why do I have to do this? Every year I'd be like, why do we have to do this? Why do we have to do this? I can't just enjoy my Jawbreaker. And she's like, you could choke. And then I finally got old enough to eat them.
When was the point where you were old enough to eat them?
I feel like I was almost a teenager.
Oh my god.
I feel like I was older than 13.
That is so funny.
Yeah. And sometimes even now, I forget that I'm allowed to eat them whole. So then I have them in the package and I just lick them. You know what I mean? Like they're in the package and just a little bit sticking out and I just, you know.
That is so funny.
Yeah. I also like to get Tootsie Rolls in there.
I feel like, my boyfriend was talking about this. He said that, like, Tootsie Rolls are kind of, like, the worst for him.
Yeah, I mean, they don't taste very good.
No.
But I like to eat them.
That's fair.
For Halloween, too.
Yeah.
And we would always dump our candy out in the floor. And, like, check and make sure none of it was, like, opened or anything. And so then we would just, like, leave the piles there. And I'd love to leave my piles in the floor and just, like, go get them. But then I would have to make sure my dad wasn't eating my candy.
Yeah.
Because my dad is a candy fiend just like I am. He will eat my candy. Like, at any opportunity. And so, like, now I'll have to be like, this is mine. Do not eat it. Don't touch it. And sometimes I would have to hide it.
Yeah.
As a very small child, at, like, the age of 5.
Oh, I hid mine.
I hid candy in my room and I got ants. Because I didn't want him to eat it. I don't remember doing this. But I can remember the story of, like, you were so afraid your dad would eat your candy that you hid it in your room.
You shouldn't have been eating my candy. You
yeah,
have
Dad, if you're listening to this, you bitch. Why were you eating my fucking candy? I'm
not gonna call your dad a bitch. That's for you.
I'll call him a bitch. Oh, you bitch dad. I like to say that to him. Stop being such a bitch dad. Like as one word. And my mom always goes, stop saying that.
Your mom is so funny. You make her little voice. Gets me.
Stop calling your dad a bitch dad. Like, that's what she says. I guess, yeah, that's all there is to talk about. And it's 1:54, and my advising starts at 2 p.m.
Yeah. We're gonna run over there.
Sprint back to my room. I ran there, ran back. We recorded this, and I'm going to have to run back there again. And then people were looking at me in my little skeleton little shirt. Carrying this little notebook, like... Oh, fuck. Did you like my little Haunted Mansion intro? I thought that was funny. I was thinking about that, and I was like, what if I just did the Haunted Mansion intro? If we didn't start a little bit late... Hello?
I thought that was like an alarm or something in the distance.
Could you imagine? It's just this, and then a fucking alarm. But, like, if we had more time, and I wasn't, like... If I didn't think of this last minute, I was going to memorize the entire Haunted Mansion monologue.
Oh my god.
You know, do the whole thing of, like, this room has no windows and blah, blah, blah. Just do that whole thing.
That is so funny. Love it. There's so many Halloween movies I want to watch now.
Yeah. And I forgot that this weekend was Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And so this Halloween special is going to go out first, and then the update cast.
Oh, I see.
So.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
It'd be like
oh,
that.
well. I was going to call this one, like, Untitled Podcast Special Halloween Cast, you know? Instead of just, like, episode whatever. Mm-hmm.
So silly.
Yep. But I think that's all I have. Is there anything else you want to say before we...
Good.
Well, that's it. Do you want me to hand this to you?
I was scared I was gonna knock it over.
Hello.
This time.
Well, then it would just be sitting over there. I thought if we run out of stuff, like, to talk about...
I don't think we will. We're talking about Halloween stuff.
Yeah. Or not, or that can be saved for something else.
And it fits, right? Fits. If it fits. Sits.
If it fits, I sits. If it's a shoe fits, wear it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, those ancient proverbs.
And if it doesn't fit, squeeze your tiny fucking foot in.
Mm-hmm. Don't clap. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Will you see if I'm in frame?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Anyway, have to cut that out. That will not be in the bloopers.
Don't look at me touching my titties and then it just zooms in on your titties.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So true, bestie. And amen.
Mm-hmm. A little ASMR. Start the day.
Just a little bit of ASMR for you in the bloopers.
I wasn't ready for you to take a sip.
LOL. They deserve it, though.
They do.
They deserve it.
Yeah. Thank you for listening
Yeah.
to our
Mhm.
beautiful podcast.
Yep.
I was watching Chris Clemens, and I think for some podcast thing, I don't know, he just gets like angry at the news. Like that's what he does.
Mhm.
Like the beginning of his podcast, he just gets angry at the news.
LOL.
It's so funny.
I'm trying to see how ugly my hair looks. Very.
Mood.
Well, it's because today's my shower day, but I didn't want to have to like wake up extra early to bathe.
Mhm.
So this is what you get.
I don't think it looks bad.
But I feel like you always see me when my hair is dirty, though. Well, you do, because our class is on Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
That's when I bathe. Mm-hmm. You're like, it looks no worse than usual, which is very bad.
Mine, I was gonna shower last night, but then I didn't. And I don't have an excuse.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like that sometimes.
I really be like that.
Well...